I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. Thank you. It's continued support like yours that keeps this channel growing. And if you haven't already, please consider joining today. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86, number 22, BRAWN, and I love this toy. Released in the summer of 2023, this figure is brand new and available in stores right now. As of the time of this recording, it is a deluxe class figure, and it retails for approximately $25. So taking a quick look at the packaging, you've got your Studio Series 86 packaging that we've gotten used to seeing. Transformers logo, very cool artwork of BRAWN right there, and an open window where you can see the figure before you buy it. You got the same artwork on the side, close-up of the same artwork on this side, deluxe class, and then along the back, you've got product shots of BRAWN, both in his robot mode, his vehicle mode, 23 steps for transformation. Now, the figure itself comes included with this backdrop, as the Studio Series figures tend to do. So if you have room for that in your display, you can use that to display your figure both in vehicle and in robot mode. Pretty neat. It shows the backdrop on this one is that scene in the shuttle when the Decepticons first came through, and unfortunately BRAWN met his demise very early on in that movie. Eye-opening moment for us kids in the 80s watching that movie for the first time, like, whoa, what just happened? And then, of course, you got the figure itself. You get a gun, which can be mounted in vehicle mode. Up here, there's a little hole right here on the spare tire. The spare tire can be removed, by the way, but it does come mounted to the figure out of the package, but that is a removable piece. So you can have the little spare tire up there, and then you can take the gun. You can mount it up there if you want to have a little attack mode. Nowhere else to store it. I wish there would have been somewhere else to store it, like something down here where you could maybe use it as an exhaust pipe. That would have been neat if they would have been able to include that, but such as it is, they did not. And of course, you've got your sheet of instructions. This is a fairly simple 23 steps, keeps it interesting, but fairly simple figure to transform. It doesn't make things complicated or frustrating at all. And here we have a vehicle mode, which is approximately 3.5 inches long by 2 inches tall. Very, very nice representation of G1, as BRAWN, as we saw him in the G1 cartoon. Very cool, very good looking. I absolutely adore this version of BRAWN, done mostly in that OD green. You've got the light blue windows right there, the windshield. Nothing on the back there for the this is common now. They just don't do a sticker for the back window. Hopefully Toy Hacks will do something about that. And then you've got the black tires with the silver wheels. They did paint the wheels silver, which is really nice, but unfortunately that is broken up by the little clips right there, which they would find a better way of doing wheels. I just don't like that. You got the silver grille on the front there, silver highlights on the fenders, and a little orange bumper right there. He rolls really nicely and looks absolutely fantastic in vehicle mode. Check this guy out. Very nice figure. This vehicle mode, absolutely love it. A couple of quick comparisons. Here he is with a couple of his fellow mini bots, so you can see what these guys look like together. I was going to kind of put them all together, but I kind of thought better of it. So here he is with Hover, so you can see what the two of them look like together, looking very nice. And then here he is with Bumblebee, so you can see, you know what, let's do them all together. It just looks nice having them all together like that, right? Here he is with Bumblebee and Hover, so you can see what they all look like together, looking really neat. And then, of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't show him off with his original self. So there is the new Studio Series 86 BRAWN with the original G1 BRAWN, so you can see what the two of them look like together. And while I'm transforming these figures back into robot mode for comparisons, let me tell you about a couple of shows that I'm going to be attending here pretty soon. The first one is TFCon in Orlando. This is happening October 20th through the 22nd at the Doubletree Hilton Hotel by Orlando by SeaWorld. This is not something that we're doing in any kind of official capacity. This is just my friends and I are going to a con, just like you and I would go to a con. We're just going there as regular guests, but it's kind of become our annual thing, or at least right now is biannual thing, where we just kind of get together and go hang out and catch up with each other in person. All of my friends from YouTube, if you've been on my channel for any kind of time, you've seen these guys on my channel. You've also seen me on theirs. Patriot Prime, Kato's Collection, Rodimus Primal, Deluxe Baldwin, Fire Talks, Engineer Hoist, Ghost Prime Reviews, Norbs, and maybe Treebot. I'm still waiting to hear back from Treebot. He hasn't gotten back to me if he's going to come down. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Patriot Prime is actually coming down and spending a week with me here in my house before the show. So that's going to be a lot of fun. TFCon Orlando 2023, October 20th through the 22nd at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel at Orlando SeaWorld. The next show, I'm actually going as in an official capacity. I'm actually been invited as a guest. It's the first time that I've ever been officially invited as a guest to anything. Free Play Florida. This is happening November 17th through the 19th at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida. This is my annual gaming convention. I love this show so much. I've been heavily involved with it since its second year. It's basically Florida's largest arcade for a weekend. It's fully put together by people like myself who are private owners and collectors of arcade machines and pinballs, vintage consoles, vintage computers, that kind of stuff. And we just basically set up the biggest arcade in Florida for that weekend. All of the games are set to free play, hence the name Free Play. So no quarters needed. Once you get in, you see a machine, you want to play it, nobody's playing it, walk up, hit the button, start playing it. It is such a cool event. Concerts, panels, contests, shows. It's an amazing show. Free Play Florida. I'm going to be a guest there. Come and see me. This is happening again November 17th through the 19th at the RP Funding Center in Florida. So Lakeland, Florida. So again, if you see me, come up and say hi. I'm going to finish transforming these guys and get back to the review. Transforming Brawn is simple, but it is a lot of fun. So we'll start by removing the weapon. We can just set that off to the side. And then where do we want to start? Let's start with the top of the vehicle right here, or the back of the vehicle rather. This flap right here, this is clipped in there on the back. Just flip this up and then take the whole top of the vehicle right here and just hinge it upwards. And then this little panel right here is going to flip all the way up like that. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people leave that hanging, so he's got like this hanging butt flap. But it actually does. It's a little stiff, but it does hinge all the way up. It's meant to. So there's that. Let's go right here to the wheel well. So we're going to unhinge the wheel wells, and then we're going to swing the entire side of the vehicle down and around like so. And then take the wheel, what was the front wheel is going to hinge in on these two hinges, and then it's going to clip right there. Foot or toe and heel flip out, and that's one leg done. So again, on the other side, we're going to take the front wheel well, and then we're just going to rotate the entire side of the vehicle all the way around and down. Use these two hinges, take the front wheel, flip it up and inside, and tab it to the other wheel right there. Toe and heel fold out, and those are your legs pretty much all done. We're going to take the arms right here. The arms are tabbed in together, so we're going to untab these. And then we're going to take this hinge right here for the window, and we're going to hinge these guys down. While we're doing this, we can take the yellow piece and hinge it up like so, and then just hinge that all the way down like that. Same thing over here. So we're going to hinge that window down, get about halfway, then get that yellow piece and use that hinge to move the arm up, and then finish rotating that down. Take the waist and rotate it around. There you go. And now you can take the arms, bring them down, and unfold the fists, and just kind of straighten out the forearms. Right there. That's all done. Take this chest piece right here, flip it forward, and then turn the head around. And then this is really neat. The grill of the vehicle is actually going to hinge. Use this pin right here, and it's going to hinge. It doesn't matter which direction you go. You're just going to hinge it inwards like so. And then you're going to bring this back up again. Finally, we're going to use this double hinge here. We're going to break the back of the top of the vehicle and just hinge it up to form his little backpack right there. Get them all cleaned up, nice and straightened out. And there we have Studio Series 86. Brawn in his robot mode, standing at approximately 4.5 to 5 inches, somewhere in between 4.5 and 5 inches. Looking really good. This is my favorite version of Brawn ever. Like, this is, to me, to my eye, this looks like the most G1 Brawn. I've ever had in hand, both in vehicle and in robot mode. I love the transformation. It's fun. This is a fantastic figure. Now, some people have had issues, and I can agree. There's a little bit of a gap right there on the side of the chest if you look at it that way. I don't know, maybe you can move that forward if you'd like to kind of cover that up, but there's a little tab there that's meant to go in the back here, so that's really the way it's meant to be. So there is a little bit of a gap there. Just kind of have that have that note in your mind. I don't think it's too bad having it in hand. He looks fantastic. Articulation wise, you saw the head can rotate side to side. It does get a little difficult with all of this stuff back here behind his head. Or you can just kind of pop that forward, turn it to where you want it, and then put it back up. Up to you. But the head does turn. Ball joint on the shoulder, so you got forward, backward, in and out, all of that good stuff. And you have a mushroom peg rotation at the bicep. Pin at the elbow that goes almost all the way up. Nothing at the wrist? Nope, because the wrists do hinge right there. They did a better job with this one, I think, of covering this up. It's not like an egregiously hollow spot right there like a lot of figures tend to be. It's a little hollow, but it's not as bad as some other figures do. You do have rotation at the waist, which we use for transformation. Legs can go forward that far, back that far, in and out. Mushroom peg rotation at the thigh, bend at the knee, and hinged ankles for those wide stances. Very, very nice figure. We'll give him his weapon so you can see what he looks like, ready to go. And again, yeah, he looks absolutely fantastic. Love the shade of gold that they gave him for his body right there, for his upper body, the piece behind his head, the chest, the torso, the waist right there. It looks really, really nice. Red Autobot logo right there in the center. Gray helmet with a silver face and those powder blue eyes with that little bit of an eyeliner kind of a thing that they do. Which really makes the eyes stand out. Looks very good. Nice OD green on the arms, silver on the forearms, silver details down here carried over from the front of the vehicle. It's just kind of going all the way around. He doesn't have too many hollow spots. I love it, love it, love it when they engineer the wheels to become the insides of the robot. I absolutely adore when they do stuff like that. It's so cool to me. He looks absolutely fantastic. So, taking a look at him with a couple of his brethren. Once again, here he is with Hover, and here he is with Bumblebee. So you can see what the three of them look like together. And, all of the little mini bots that we've gotten so far, they look really good all put together. When you stand them all up together, whether they're from Earthrise or from Studio Series, and they just all look really good together. Absolutely love the way that looks. Once again, we'll take a look at him with his G1 self so we can see what the two of them look like together. And man, that G1 figure was something, wasn't it? I mean, it's one of those things that I love it because it was something I had when I was a kid, but that was something, wasn't it? We'll set him off to the side, and then, of course, we always take a look at them with G1 Optimus Prime so you can see what the two of them look like together. Absolutely love this figure. Big thanks to Larkin's Lair helped me find this one, so big thanks to you, buddy. This is a fantastic figure. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and if you find it, pick it up. You're not going to regret it. This is an absolutely fantastic addition to your Transformers shelf, and I think that about does it for the Transformers Studio Series 86 number 22 G1 Transformers the movie BRAWN. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.